What's up, Suki guys and Suki gals? It's your boy Drunk Squirrel, and welcome to the very first installment of Squirrel Tales. This first tale revolves around my first job experience with retail stores and thieves. Okay, so my first job was with a dollar store that wasn't too far off from my household. It was literally the perfect job for me at the time. Literally, as in, quote from my grandfather, "Boy, you need a job." So I applied online, I got the job 2 weeks later, and I was in business. Yay! Now, this is no ordinary dollar store. This shit was apparently, quote unquote, the best dollar store around. Bullshit. Anyhow, our store was frequented by people from other counties in my state, which made a consistent line of randoms who just stopped by to get the best, quote unquote, deal on shit like soda, liquid detergent, washing powder. Y'all know what the fuck discount shopping is. So all of this meant we got a lot of people in and out of the store at all working hours. And that also brought thieves. Hella thieves. People would steal so much shit out of this store you would have thought it was called Theft Mart. They would steal anything, and I do mean anything they could fit in their pockets, socks, shit. Even one time my assistant manager caught someone trying to sneak a huge ass balloon out of the front of the store in the back of his shirt, and with the dumbest stroke of panicking when she approached him, he said that he had a rare medical condition that made his back contort and swell. Like that's how insane the stealing was in our store, like literally to the point of no return. So one day I was on my shift and everything was going smooth. You know, I'm ringing customers up and shit, beep beep beep, until I get this feeling. Now, I'm not talking about a spidey sense or anything, but literally I got this feeling that something extremely stupid was about to go down, and it was about to go down soon. So I started looking around for anything wrong, and like upon further inspection I noticed that something was out of place. One of the new stands we had in the store had nothing but 2 items on them, and that would be diapers and tampons. And personally, I set up that stand myself, one of my first by the way, after being badgered by my manager to do so. I took pride in this stand since it was my first one I ever set up, so guys, don't judge me on this one. So that whole morning, nobody had touched the stand, and the stand itself was kind of close to the counter, but under a camera. Perfect place to steal this shit, but it stayed there anyway due to my stupid manager. Anywho, I noticed that 2 of the diapers were gone, and I knew for a fact I hadn't rang up any of the diapers that like entire morning. I left the counter and walked through like literally every aisle to see if anyone had moved it, or maybe they picked it up and didn't want it anymore, so they put it back on a shelf somewhere. So that pack of diapers were calling out for my help, and my stupid concern of making the store look perfect at the time took priority. After a few minutes or so of searching, I noticed there were only 2 people in the store, not counting myself or any of the staff. One is a rather old, nice looking lady, and the other is a guy who I can only describe who looks like a fucking bowling pin. He was way tall, and he was brandishing the talons of a hibernating bear. Like, that's how heavy this guy was. I was going to approach him, but the old lady reached me first, needing help finding another item. So while being temporarily distracted by her, I lost track of this guy. But all of a sudden I heard some extra loud footsteps, like somebody was fucking running. So me and the old lady are looking around for a moment like, what the fuck is that noise? And as soon as I said that shit, we were seeing the guy from the back booking it to the front of the store and nearly causing an earthquake in the process. Like, all the while my assistant manager is screaming at the top of her fucking lungs, and I will never forget these words: "You thief! Get back here at once!" with the most strictest fucking voice I ever heard in my life. So knowing this guy is stealing, I ran back to the counter. By the time I got to the front, I made it in time to see 2 of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life so far. And the only way I could describe the first one is the fat guy is running, but at breakneck speed. Like, for a fat guy, he wasn't terribly fast. He wasn't like the Flash, but this guy is booking it. Like, you would never expect someone his size to be running that fast. As for the second craziest thing, like, he's toppling over displays, like racks of t-shirts, stands and shit, trying to get my manager to stop chasing him. And she's pulling off some fucking parkour shit over this stuff, like flying towards this guy with equal speed. She's doing front flips, she's doing fucking handstands and cartwheels, all types of shit, like dodging everything like this was fucking Prince of Persia or the Matrix or something. Like, it's crazy. And now by the time this dude hits the door, I already locked that shit, so he's not going anywhere. But he tries to like juke her and slams himself into the counter like a dumbass. And his shirt gets stuck in like the conveyor belt because we never really fixed that shit. It was always broken. So while his shirt's getting eaten by the fucking belt, all of his stolen goodies just roam free everywhere. And it's just like, oh wow, this is insanity. Now after all this mess, the cops pulled up and came into the store trying to arrest this guy. By the time they got him and like half of his ripped shirt out of the belt, he's going Hulk mode. Like, this guy is going fucking ham. And one of the cops are trying to tase him, but it has no effect on his gut of steel. So he's trying to wrestle nearly 3 cops at once while being tased. And I was just sitting there watching all of this go down, and I'm just thinking to myself, all of this for a pack of diapers and some fucking hair grease. What the fuck? But then I realized that if he's trying to steal diapers, maybe he has a kid and he can't afford them, or he has a baby mama and they were having issues, or just some random shit like that. And I thought to myself, oh my god, the feels. What the fuck have I done? And until this day, I still don't know why he tried so hard to steal those diapers. But shit, he learned that lesson for me. You don't steal, you won't deal. Most definitely. Anyway, Suki, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed the story. If you did, please leave a like and comment. And if you didn't, please leave a dislike and a comment at least, explaining why you didn't like the video. And as always, Suki, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure.
Why is he heading that way?